Well, hello and welcome to this week's Midweek Reflection, which is coming to you from Dad and Mam's garden down in Taffswell, which this time of the year is a riot of colour and is brimming with the promise of fresh fruit and veg. I've come down to help Dad pick some broad beans, but let me just give you a short tour of what's, well, not all ready at the moment, but some of it's on the way, and you'll see some of the colour as we go. Over my shoulder here, we've got the rhubarb. Can you see that? It's going to be enormous when it comes, and I'm just going to take you up through the garden, and we'll see. Dad'll be in the background here somewhere. As we go up through the garden, we've got a small gooseberry patch just there, and the further we go up, we come towards the raspberries. Can you see some raspberries there just behind? And then on to the beans, which are to be picked in the next 10 minutes. And the further we go through the garden, there are all sorts of other things, including blackcurrant bushes and various other bits and pieces. Phil asked me to record this midweek reflection as something of a prequel to the service on Sunday, which will be coming from St David's Church building, live or live streamed. I had to pause the video then, and I've come further down the garden so that the thing stops blowing in the wind and I don't drop the computer and the laptop. In this prequel, harvesting of food is most appropriate because it's inspired as it was by Ecclesiastes chapter 3, which includes references to sowing and reaping. The poet of Ecclesiastes gives us a series of couplets, a time for this and a time for that, sowing and harvesting, life and death, war and peace. And in the Good News version, a very topical one. There's a time for kissing and a time for not kissing. There's a temptation to consider these as alternatives, one or the other, either or, to be in tension with each other. Perhaps even a bit of a contradiction. However, I think these aren't meant to be in contradiction, but actually in balance. Not different alternative currencies, but the same side, different sides of the same coin, so to speak. So we plant in order to harvest, but we also harvest in order that we can plant again. The cycle continues. So in preparation for Sunday's service, here's your weekly challenge. Using COVID-19, the pandemic and the experiences of the last 15 or 18 months, can you think of some contemporary couplets which sit in balance as those do in Ecclesiastes 3? For example, here's my contribution. There's a time for masks and there's a time to see the smiling face. Send them in to Phil or to me, or using the various social media channels. I'll put them together as poetry for us to use in Sunday's service. Hope to see you then. Bye.